Hello everyone, my name is Droogie Forever, and today we're playing The Corruption Within. This is finally available, the full game. We played the demo a while back, and it was really short. Really short, but I liked it. So the full game is out now on Steam. It came out on June 9th. Today is the 12th. You'll see the video at the earliest on the 13th. It is $8.99 until June 16th, after which it'll be $9.99. And I did pay for this.
It has been a wonderful week. Camping, hiking, and exploring the countryside with my wife and 2 children.
A wonderful week.
We hadn't been able to afford a holiday while the kids were growing up, but finally, between my salary and Steph selling some of her paintings, we'd scrabbled together the funds. With 2 nights to go, we planned to spend the afternoon exploring a section of the forest by the lake we hadn't seen yet. At dusk, I was collecting things together while Steph and the kids answered the call of nature.
They all had to pee?
They didn't come back.
They were pooping.
I spent hours searching, calling, to no avail. Frantically, I headed towards the only sign of civilization I'd seen. A grand mansion with a mountain behind it and a lake at the front. I'd heard of this new invention called a telephone. Whoever owned the mansion was surely rich enough to own one, or at least have some horses. I scrambled over old tree roots to get to the mansion. Rumours and superstitions were rife about this part of the country, but I put those down to silly old wives' tales designed to scare children. I reluctantly began to wonder if there was some truth to them. Tales of ghosts and fell beasts didn't bother me. I didn't believe in such things. The stories of Edgar Allan Poe were entertaining, but nothing more.
Nothing more.
The evil people were capable of that worried me.
Quoth the raven,
I
nevermore.
reached the mansion and hoped to find help there.
Nothing more, nothing
At least
more.
Someone should be able to aid me in some way. If they couldn't, there was no hope of aid from any other source, unless I found my way back to civilization and the police conducted a full search of the countryside. But it would be too late. This mansion was my only hope.
After a brief moment, a man opened the door. Just what is your business at this ungodly hour, sir? Please, my good man, let me in. My family have gone missing, and I need help. Do you have an invitation from a member of the family? What? No, I don't. My family have gone missing, and if you do not have a formal invitation, then I cannot allow you to enter the house. There are no exceptions. I bid you goodbye, sir. Now what am I going to do? Southwest. Not knowing where I was heading, but following the sounds of the screams, I ended up somewhere in the forest. Then I beheld a sight that made my blood run cold. There was a man hanged from a tree. As I stared at the grisly scene, a young woman approached me. Sir, I was sent to find you and give you this invitation. She hands me an invitation card. She is clearly shaken by the sight of the dead man. Give it to the butler, and he will let you in. The young lady stares in horror at the hanging man. Do you know who this is? Yes, sir. His name was Paul. He was a footman. I liked him. He was always kind to me, and he was quite dizzy, despite not having much education. Lady Charlotte heard you at the mansion door talking to Giles and told me to come via the servants' door to the forest and find you. She has seen a woman and 2 children who appeared to be lost. But then I saw Paul here. We must report this to the authorities. My family. Someone has seen my family? She's still staring at the body, unable to tear her eyes away. Shouldn't we cut him down or even bury him? We can't yet. The police will need to see the crime scene without any interference. I suppose so. I need to rush back. I know it seems cold given the circumstances, but I do not wish to receive punishment for failing in my duties. The punishments can be severe. You still have work at this time? It must be past midnight by now. The family I work for have unusual habits. Lady Denizen suffers with lunacy. She becomes highly agitated during the full moon and often creates havoc, so the family have got into the habit of staying up late to deal with her. I see. What about the invitation? That's a house rule. Nobody enters without an invitation, even if accompanied by a servant or family member other than Lord Dennison himself. He is a law unto himself. I'm sorry, but I really must get back now, Paul. Rest in peace. I will come make sure you get a proper burial. The young woman, weeping uncontrollably, runs back towards the mansion. I'm left with only the corpse swinging gently on the rope for company. It's unnatural blue tint. This game saves your progress automatically. Okay. To open or close your inventory, press spacebar. Okay. Okay. Wheelbarrow. Sturdy looking shed door. I have an invitation from Lady Charlotte to enter the mansion. Although Lady Charlotte does the most extraordinary things at times, I am not going to simply take your word for it. You will have to provide proof. Here is my proof. I see this appears to be an order. I am not aware that Lady Charlotte has left the house tonight, so I suppose she sent a servant to do her bidding. Do come in, sir. I shall take you through to the lounge and fetch her ladyship. Please wait here whilst I fetch Lady Charlotte. Sounds of whispers come from behind the door. You may leave us now, Giles. Very good, my lady. Lady Charlotte studies me keenly before speaking. I see you got my invitation, jolly good. Thank you for your kindness and hospitality, madam. Of course, of course. Do you happen to know something of my family's whereabouts? My wife and 2 young children, 1 boy and 1 girl. Oh, did I see them? I think maybe I did. You mean you don't know whether you saw them? Oh, yes, now that I think of it, I did. So where are they? Patience, my good man. Patience? I'm desperate to find them. I'm feeling woozy. I need to go and lie down. You may search the mansion if you like. I have nothing to hide. Or perhaps I do have something to hide, but I want you to find it. Lady Charlotte gives a small and slightly delirious laugh. I don't remember when and where I saw them. I've not been feeling myself lately. A loud bang followed by a low groaning is heard from the east. Did you hear that? Your imagination is getting the better of you. This old house is full of strange sounds. That was no random creak created by the wind in an old house. That was someone in pain. Oh, dear heart, are you a writer? You have the most vivid imaginings. As for me, I need a rest. I shall see you later, no doubt. I'm sure I heard something, and I'm sure people around here know more than they're letting on. Time to investigate. I must keep a tight hold of my emotions and remain as objective as I can. My family's future depends on it. Achievement unlocked within. Looks posh, but I'm not keen on the color. What a wonderful sofa. Comfy, but I don't like the color. The drink cabinet's well stocked with wines and spirits. A roaring fire heats the room. There's nothing quite like a log fire. Gaslit chandelier. Oil painting of the lake outside the mansion. One of those newfangled gramophone players. We can't afford one. Chair looks very comfy. No time to sit and dwindle, whatever. What did he say? Dawdle? I don't know. He said something. Alright, oh, hold on. Found a coin down the back of the sofa. Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Not the time to sit down. Okay. Securely locked. Looks like somebody's been thieving it. Okay. Doesn't seem to be anything unusual. Nothing behind it. Alright. I think that's everything in this room. Time Dining table and chairs. Okay. Another painting. Cutlery cabinet. Taxidermy animal. Welsh dresser. It's kind of weird that in the last room you click on it once and then it would let you interact with it. But now you click on it once in this room and it doesn't. It's very strange. Alright, I guess this room is pointless for me. I could go down the stairs. Okay, or I could go there. Alright, let's see what else we got here. There's a guy right there. Grandfather clock. There's something at the bottom. Brass plate. Gift from the Earl of Sussex. It's held in place by 4 screws. Impressionist painting. Portrait of a bat. Gas lamp is unlit. Okay. I don't know if I should talk to this dude or not. So you're the butler. What's your name? I am indeed, sir. Have been for many years now. I go by the name of Giles. I didn't know butlers were allowed to drink while on duty, but I can smell whiskey on his breath. How long have you worked here? A little more than 2 years, sir. I started out as a stable boy, would you believe, back when the family still had horses. Of course, I was a mere wee lad back then. A mere wee lad. Are you Scottish? You caught the twang, did you? The answer is yes, but barely. I was a wee bairn when I came to England, and I rarely see my Scottish kin. Every now and then the old language slips out though. I can't pronounce words today. Do you have a telephone in the house or any? Alas, no, we have no real means of communication with the outside world. The family likes being in seclusion. We did have horses, but not for some years now. Do you know anything about the hanging of a man in the nearby woods? Gracious me, no, sir. I do not. Shame to have yet another death in the area. What do you mean, another death? It seems that this is a most unfortunate place, sir. Many deaths over the last few years. Or maybe suspected deaths is a better expression. Possibly just disappearances. I mean, who really knows? What do you know about the deaths? I know nothing at all, and that's what I'll tell anyone. He clearly knows something, but he'll never tell me. Have you seen a woman and 2 small children enter the house? I have not. Someone else could have let them in, I suppose, but I find it extremely unlikely. With the few staff we have available, it's not like anyone is looking for extra work. I shall return later. Good day. Good day, sir. Scour the area outside for clues. Okay. Let's see. Top of the pillar is a set of runes. I'm not sure what language they are. They're not simply carved in. Each one is separately embossed. I can push them down, but nothing happens. Rocks jutting out of the water. Okay, he doesn't want to jump on the rocks. Tree. Another rock. Okay. No reason to push the rock around. Wagon is a strange size. Small for a horse, large for a human. If I had a good enough reason, I could move it easily enough. Well, let's do that. Battered but perfectly serviceable flathead screwdriver. Okay. No point trying to get in. It's been abandoned, and I can see no indication anyone has been here. Okay. These were where the horses were. There's a piece of steel wire. Can't get it out with my bare hands. I don't think this will help, but I'll need something I can give it a good whack with. Alright. Alright, we're not going in there apparently. Oh, I heard someone come in. I thought it may be Charlotte. I'm afraid not. I'm a visitor looking for my wife and children who have gone missing. I'm so sorry. I've lost children myself. I had hoped Charlotte had come to play the piano so I could accompany her on the harp. It calms me somewhat. Lady, I am sorry for your loss. It was years ago. Years ago. I am Isabel, by the way. Pleased to meet you. I am Samuel, my lady. Samuel Taylor. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Charlotte, is she here? I hoped to play on the harp while she played piano. It cleanses my soul. She plays very well. But she's not here. I will go. She's caught up in her own grief that the fact my own family is missing didn't even register with her. A bit of an odd fish. But I suppose it's understandable. Grand piano. If we have some non-complicated sheet music, he can play it. Statue is huge. Painting is The Purple Rose of Cairo. Artist unknown. Alright. Billiards. No time to practice. Unlit oil lamp. Books for children. Okay. I can hear the clock strike 1. These ladies are nymphs, apparently. Bronze feels smooth to the touch. Okay. Oh, a rope. Taking the rubber hose. Okay, rubber hose. Like the kids say, up your nose with a rubber hose. Alright, rubber hose. What could I use that on? Oh, screwdriver. Screwdriver. Oh, better not do that while the butler can see me. Okay. I definitely checked these. And then there was these. Okay. I don't want to go down any stairs or up any stairs right now. So, what about these rooms? It won't let me in any of those. And it won't let me go up here, so I guess I have no choice. Giles blocks my way. I'm sorry, sir, but I can't allow you to go upstairs while some family members are in bed. But Lady Charlotte told me I could go anywhere in the house. Sir, I'm afraid that it would be improprietous of me. I cannot allow it. What? Okay, guess no one's gonna come out of there. Apparently I can't take these stairs, can't go in there. Fun times. So where the hell am I gonna go? Oh wait, liquor cabinet. Can I get in with this? I didn't want to purchase it. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing here. I don't know. You said you can move it, but we're not actually moving it, so I thought maybe I could do that. Well, I was thinking tie the hose around it, but okay, cool, whatever. That's not gonna work, but... Okay... Whoa! When you... Okay. Adjustable spanner. Interesting. Okay. What the heck could I use the spanner for, I wonder? Able to pull out the wire quite easily. So we have a piece of steel wire. So now what? Use the hose and talk to them. Talk to them through the hose. Maybe they'll listen through the hose. Oh, I didn't know there was another room here. Okay. Potatoes. No rodents nearby to chase away with the broom. Bottle of port whiskey. I have to ask the kitchen maid. Pot of cold gravy. Is there anything else to click on around here? Hello to you too, sir. I'm Francesca, the kitchen maid, and parlor maid too, since we hardly have any maids left. Wait, I recognize your voice. You were in the forest by the man that hanged. I was told to go and find you, sir. It wasn't my idea. I do what I'm told. Obedience is sometimes rewarded, but disobedience is always punished. What happened to the other maids? I was told they all went away for personal reasons, but I fear something terrible happened to them. People acting strange, terrible noises at night. I can't say nothing more, sir. What do you think of the family you work for? They have always been eccentric but kind, sir, though in recent years there is more eccentricity and less kindness. How long have you worked here? 17 years, sir. I was brought here when I was 10. I was an orphan with no one to care for me, a kid with dead foreign parents living on the streets of London, until Lady Isabel was kind enough to bring me here. What can you tell me of the other staff? I like Molly and Gary. I steer clear of Giles when he's up on the pole. He can get a bit handsy, if you know what I mean. Penelope, poor thing, completely lost her mind when the children died. Can I have that bottle? Hold on. Is there any truth to the tales of fell creatures roaming this part of the country? Not that I have ever seen, sir, though I have heard terrible noises. What kind of noises? Howling. Of anguish, it seems to me sometimes. Whether human or animal, I do not truly know, though my heart tells me they are human. That's terrible. Have you told anyone else of this? I quickly learned to keep my mouth shut, sir. People told me I was a silly girl to say such things. Can I have the bottle of whiskey? It's only leftovers, but it was still given to the servants in kindness. You ain't having it for nothing. I can give you this coin as payment. 3 pence? Well, not to be sniffed at, considering my paltry wages. It's a deal. Take it. It is only now that I realize I left my wallet at the campsite. I've taken the bottle of whiskey, so I guess that's probably for Giles. I'm clicking on everything more than once to make sure I grab anything that might be here. Big crack in the ceiling. Who are you, child? Begging your pardon, lordship, I'm Molly. What work do you do here? I'm a scullery maid, your lordship, though I clean the bedchambers too. How long have you been working here? Since I was a child, your lordship. I am not too certain of my age when I was brought here. I don't remember my parents very much, but Lord and Lady Dennison were kind enough to take me in, give me a job, food, and lodgings. What do you think of the family you work for? Please don't ask me such things, your lordship. I would have no home without the family's kindness, but no, please do not ask me this. Please, if you know something important about the family in this mansion, you must tell me. I'm sorry, I cannot tell you anything more. She's too scared. Do you have a telephone in the house or any horses? Alas, no, your lordship. The family like being in seclusion. We did have horses, but not for some years now. My wife and children are missing. Have you perchance seen them? It saddens me to say I have not, your lordship. What do you know of the dead man hanging in the forest? A dead man in the forest? How horrible! But I know nothing of this, your lordship. You don't seem to know much of anything, and now she's looking over here with shifty eyes. I don't like it. She's shifty, that one. Alright, so I got the whiskey. Let's see if Giles wants it. Do you know much about this mansion? It is a very old building, built on the ancient ruins of a Roman villa. If you can find him, and he's in a talkative mood, Lord Dennison knows much more than I, or indeed anyone else does. Can you tell me anything of the Dennison family? The Dennison family has a noble heritage dating back to Edward III's reign and have lived in this area since Charles I was on the throne. The current Lord and Lady are very traditional in their views, other family members less so. Is there anything you can tell me about the other servants? What can I say? Gary is amiable but dim. Francesca is doing her best to be a cook. Molly is a sweet girl who deserves better than this place, and Penelope lost her mind when the children died. Don't ask me more about them. I would have thought a mansion of this size would have many staff, not just 5. You'd be right, and we had about 20 staff here once, but so many have died over the years and not been replaced. I have some whiskey if you're interested. It's a mere snifter, but it's from a good distillery. Yes, I'll take it. I will go and enjoy this somewhere private. I won't ask where you got this from. What happened to the horses? The stable appears to have fire damage. It was a tragedy, but out of respect for the family I cannot go into details. Out of respect for Lady Dennison in particular. Poor Jason, the groom, and Jack the stable boy lost their lives trying to save the horses. Sadly, none survived. What did Lady Dennison do? She and Jason were having a collie shingles. were having Kali Shangles again. They argued a lot about the state of the Empire, and things got out of hand. A lamp got knocked over, the family hushed it all up, of course. Did Lady Dennison argue with many of the staff? Oh, she argues with everyone. She has a, to put it politely, touch of lunacy about her. It's been getting worse these last few years. She mostly stays in her bedroom now. Everyone's happier that way. And off the butler has gone to drink his whiskey. Gently unscrew the plates. Inside a small packet is a sheet of very old paper with a diary entry. The last page is signed by Samuel Pepys. Does the family even know of its existence? When you get back to civilization, what will you do with the paper, which seems to be a missing page from Pepys's famous diary? Museum. And yes, I would like to be known that I found it. The family's gonna hate me, though. Alright, let's see here. How do I go upstairs? I thought with him gone I'd be able to go upstairs. It's kind of weird. Yeah, that's really weird, actually. Oh, the arrow. Furniture blocks the way to the left. Okay. Isabel is sitting sobbing on the stairwell. Isabel, what's wrong? Charlotte has lost her sheet music of the tune we always played together. She was so angry, though not at me, I think. The music seems to make her happy, too, though she always disappears afterwards. If I find it, I'll let you know. Is there anything else I can do for you? Poetry helps me calm down, too, but the collection by Wordsmith that I love has been misplaced, too. It wasn't in the games room when I looked. Okay, I'll see if I can find it. So if I go forward again, okay, it's just her. If I go back, it's just here. If I go here, okay. Mountain at nighttime. Door is locked. Sir, I must tell you something. What is it? Or rather, I must show you something. Please meet me in the lounge as soon as you can. I can't click on that door. Oh. A book about geometry and trigonometry. A book about botany. Book of poetry in the small shelf under the desk. Alright, so she was looking for that. Okay. Alright. I'll go to the music room to read it. It calms me down. I've made it to the second floor. If my family is somewhere in this house, it must be here then. Wait, hold on. Oh shit. Damn it, I didn't want to come in here. I was trying to go meet what's-her-name downstairs. I'm a little surprised to see you in my boudoir. My apologies, it's just that you said you knew something of my family. I do recall seeing a woman, a boy, and a girl out in the forest earlier when I was looking out of my window. Did you see where they went? Alas, no, they did seem to be coming towards the mansion, but after that I don't know, I'm afraid. Then I'm right to focus my search in and around the mansion. Thank you for your help. A footlocker. Okay. Alright, how the hell do I get out of here? There we go. There she is. What was it you wanted to show me? Not here. We need to go back to where Paul is hanging in the forest. I didn't know if I could trust you, but I've been observing your actions. You genuinely seem to be focused on finding your lost family. I didn't know if you were simply another of Lady Charlotte's gentlemen friends playing some sort of role play. I can assure you most definitely I am not. I only want to find my wife and children. Sir, my friend Paul is obviously the victim of some evil. He will not be the last unless someone puts a stop to it. Unfortunately, the police have little interest in coming out here. We're many miles of tough terrain away from the nearest police station, and since the horses died, we have no real way of contacting the outside world. You seem like an honest and intelligent man. I beg you to help me find out what is happening and stop it. I promise you that I will do what I can, but my priority is to find my family. Sir, I believe they are in danger from the same evil. I don't know whom I can trust at the mansion other than Molly. As for the family, Lord Charles was questioned at length by police after his children died. The family has always claimed both deaths were tragic accidents. Maybe they were. Lady Denison is not of sound mind, and Lord Denison is, well, an enigma. Giles is too fond of his whiskey, and who knows what he might do under the influence. And Gary is a good man at heart, but simple of head and may be manipulated. Who knows what any of them are capable of? Until you came here, I felt there was no hope. But if you felt something evil was going on, even if the police would do nothing, why did you not leave yourself? Surely you don't feel safe here. There ain't nowhere I could go, really, being an uneducated orphan and all. We're practically prisoners here, miles from the nearest town, and would have to get there on foot. Francesca's manner of speech is becoming more like the street language she grew up with. Perhaps it's because of the emotional stress she's under, or due to her feeling more comfortable in my presence, now that she's decided I can be trusted. But that's not the only reason. I had a friend, one of the other kitchen maids she was. We came to the mansion within a couple of weeks of each other. Macy, her name was, and we became fast friends almost straight away. But we started to grow suspicious, Maisie even more so than me. She decided to run away, wanted me to come with her, she did, but I was too scared of going back on the streets as a beggar, so I stayed here. She did go, but she never wrote. She promised faithfully to write and never did. I'm convinced something happened to her. There could be a number of reasons why she didn't write. Not Maisie. She always found a way. She did. Walking across the hills for 100 miles was no problem for her. She was as fit as a fiddle. Something was done to her, something horrible. And maybe not only her, but I ain't got no proof. And then there's the noises, awful noises, like people in pain, dull, muffled noises, sometimes in the house, sometimes over here. Francesca points out a path hidden behind some undergrowth, then leads me to a rock face at the end of the path. I believe that someone from the mansion is part of the heinous plot. The servants are discouraged from coming out here, but since Maisie left, I've made sure to find out as much as I could without getting caught. This may be important to your efforts to save your family. I believe they may be caught up in this same despicable intrigue. I must get back, but I wish you success. Inside of the hollow is covered in moss. Feel the shape of a handle and a keyhole. Can I do anything with it? I'm just gonna try everything because I just don't know. Alright, fine. You can't pick a lock and you can't... Okay, fine. Let's see. Your lordship, I've been trying to find you. You must be absolutely exhausted, and I expect you have walked many miles in your search. Please let me get you something to eat and drink. I suddenly realized just how tired and hungry I am. Perhaps a quick snack and a drink would reinvigorate me. You're very kind. I would be grateful for whatever you could spare. Please come with me, your lordship. I'm afraid I hadn't much, but I heated it up for you, your lordship. I have some trout, potatoes, and carrots. This trout is delicious. Is it from the lake outside? Yes, your lordship. Lord Charles is a keen fisherman. He really hates it when Lady Charlotte takes a swim. He says it scares off the fish. I can imagine. Not as much as he hates it when she swims naked, of course. Yes, quite. Despite the conversation taking such a strange turn, I feel most refreshed and energized. I am ready to continue my search. I hate working through the nights during the full moon. Gary seems to enjoy it, though. I don't know that he ever sleeps. I think he'll be by the stables, probably pretending the horses are still alive. So I should go talk to that dude? Alright, let's go find the guy at the stables. Hello, my good man. Who are you? Hello, mister. My name is Gary. What do you do here? I'm the first footman, mister. How many footmen are there? Just one now, but I'm still the first. What can you tell me about the other staff? Well, Giles is a buffoon and likes his drink too much. Molly's a nice enough girl, and Franny's a bit of raspberry, if you know what I mean, but do not let her catch you looking at her Tora laurels, or you'll be in for some mouth pie. How very improper. Does he have no manners? Is there anything you can tell me about the family who employ you? On account of my father, his lordship has kept me on. Very kind of him. Please do not ask me about the ladies, Edith and Charlotte. They think I'm like dirt beneath their expensive shoes. Is there anything you can tell me about the mansion? Oh, yes, I can. Many secrets this mansion has, including one of great interest to me personally. Meet me at the dining room later, and I'll tell you about it. Do you know what happened to the horses? Yes, burnt alive they were, poor things. Edith started a fire, not that she meant to. People stay away from the stables, so I go there a lot to be alone. Good sir, my family have gone missing. Have you by any chance seen them? I'm afraid I've not. I'm sorry. Do you know about the man found hanging in the forest? Mister, all sorts of terrible things go on here, but I'm always told to keep quiet. Do not listen to Gary. He's simple, they say. What sort of terrible things? People vanish, screaming, crying, people in much pain, but nobody ever listens to Gary. Who tells you to keep quiet? The rich folks, mainly. They think I'm a wooden spoon who makes up stories. Gary the Wooden Spoon. Stop making up stories, Gary the Wooden Spoon. Alright, he said he'd be here later, but he's not down here, so let's see. We'll go upstairs. I never did get a chance to, oh yeah, I did go in here, but I didn't go in this one. Whoa! Someone was watching me! Whoever they are, they're gone now. A hole previously hidden by the painting. Okay. A musical box with a picture of a mountain on the lid. Okay. Drawers are empty with the exception of a nail file. I've taken it. Empty goldfish bowl. Alright, so I've got a nail file, hose. I still have, like, no keys or anything that might be useful with some of these, Okay. Oddly oriental. Just what in blazes are you doing in our room? Well, what have you got to say for yourself, man? Sorry to intrude on you, sir. I meant no disrespect. I was invited to your home. The impertinence! Oh, I suppose you're another of my aunt's friends. 2 doors down is the one you want? You misunderstand me, sir. My family have disappeared, and I'm searching for them. Oh, well then you'll not find them here, nor have I seen or heard them. Might I inquire as to your identity? I'm Charles, the son of Lord Dennison and husband of Isabel, heir to this mansion one day, for what it's worth. I met your wife earlier, sir. I'm so sorry to hear you lost your children. Yes, awful business, awful. Poor Izzy has never come close to recovering, as you probably realized when you spoke to her. How did your children die? Terrible accidents, both of them. What can you tell me of the staff here? We don't have enough servants, really, but you must take what you can get these days. The servants we have are unremarkable, but seem loyal. Did you have more servants in years gone by? Indeed we did, but it's difficult to keep good staff these days. We're so far away from everything here, you see, but there is safety in distance. I understand you enjoy fishing. Yes, indeed I do. It helps me relax, no end. I'm afraid I do have a rather short fuse sometimes. It's fortunate you have your own lake to fish in. It's one of the best things about this mansion. I thought living here would bring me peace, but it seems to have caused me ceaseless unease instead. What is it about the mansion that makes you uneasy? Honestly, I could not say. It began even before my sons Jonathan and Arthur died, leaving me without an heir. What happened to your sons? I do not wish to talk about it. The memories are too painful. Just feeling your carpet in front of you, bro. Don't mind me. Just feeling your carpet. There's a box of matches in the velvet-lined drawer. Okay, so we got some matches. Nice. What do you think you're doing in here, sir? I mean you no harm. I'm trying to find my missing family. I was given permission to enter the house by Lady Charlotte. The house, perhaps, but not my private chambers, surely. I truly am sorry to disturb you, but I believe my family are in danger. If I could only ask you a few questions. This is madness. Charlotte's gone too far. Ask then and be gone. Who are you? I am the children's nurse and educator. My name is Penelope. Where are the children? The children are... There's no sign that any children have been here for some years. If the children are gone, why are you still here? No, the children will be back. Nothing bad happened to the children. The horror did not come. It didn't happen. She's delusional. When did the children go missing? It has been weeks since I saw the children, or months, maybe years, but they'll come back. My heart knows this. They will return, and they will be whole, unharmed. What can you tell me about the family that owns this mansion? Lord and Lady Dennison are very kind, very kind. Lady Charlotte, I don't know very well. I find her rather intimidating. Can you tell me anything about the other servants? Giles is usually half rat. Gary's nice, but a bit slow in the head. Francesca and Molly are okay, but neither are my chuckaboo exactly. Shockingly forthright in her views. Do you have a best friend, a chuckaboo? To be truthful, I always preferred spending time with the children than adults. Their minds are so much purer. How I wish the children were still here, but nothing bad has happened to them. Nothing bad. Do you know of anyone missing from the household recently? So many people have gone missing over the years, but Paul the footman is the latest. There have been a lot of people gone missing? Oh yes, so many. Wouldn't surprise me if the local butcher's bags of mystery didn't contain human flesh now and then. Remarkably unperturbed about the possibility of dead people ending up in sausages people eat. My own wife and children have gone missing. Have you seen them? Poor little mites. Nothing will happen to the children, though. I'm sure no harm came to the children. They'll return someday. Alright, so she's weird about kids. Okay, alright. Nothing inside the vase. Okay. No way to open this. Wait, what? Huh. Okay, we need a clue to get into that. This is what's her name. I've already talked to her. Help! I'm in the presence of a stranger! I fear that I'm in terrible danger! I didn't mean to... What are you doing here? Who are you? Why are you here? Are you a thief? Come to steal Lady Dennison's jewels? Yes, you'd like to get your hands on my jewelry, wouldn't you, vagrant? Just what is the meaning of this intrusion? You have me in great panic and confusion. No, really, I'm only here to... Whatever I say, she just continues to yell uncontrollably. Before I get a chance to make my exit, a man whom I presume to be Lord Dennison enters the room. Just what in blazes is the meaning of this? Please, sir, I can explain. Later, lad. Lottie told me she had invited a guest, though I must say I didn't expect you to wander into our bedroom. I'm sorry, sir, my plight is desperate, as my wife and children have gone missing. I fear it has caused me to take liberties I would not normally dream of. I see. If I can help later, then I will. However, first I need to calm down my dear wife. Please leave us for now. The man's voice sounds similar to the voice coming from one of the locked rooms on the ground floor. One of the locked rooms on the ground floor. I don't remember. Was it this one? It appears that in his rush to answer his wife's shouting, Lord Dennison forgot to lock the study. I should be quick. I doubt he'll be happy to see me here. Okay. Whoa. So see, bribing the police chief. I didn't feel like I had enough time. It just felt like everything was coming to a head so quickly. Okay, so what all do I have now? A box of matches, a magnifying glass. This stuff still doesn't seem super useful to me. Securely locked. Yeah. Why not? Isn't that a gas lamp? Unlit. Yeah. Why can't we light it? I'm not trying to randomly set things on fire, you dick. I want you to light that up, you fucking douchebag. How are you enjoying your poetry book? It's so good, I adore wordsmith. Are you feeling calmer now? Yes, thank you. Poetry is like a gentle caress to my soul. Have you lived here long? Since I married Charles 8 years ago when I was expecting the first of my children. You had children? We had 2 boys, but both died. That's why I'm such a wreck. I'm sorry. I really don't wish to talk about it. I told you earlier about my own family having gone missing. Have you seen them? Sadly not. I would dearly love to help you find them. I can't bear the thought of you losing your children as I have lost mine. Can you tell me anything about the servants here? I have a soft spot for Franny. I found her on the streets of London when I was visiting one day, and it broke my heart to see her, so I brought her back, poor mite. What about the rest of the servants? Oh, they're okay. I don't trust Giles much, and he's fine when he's sober. Molly's a dear girl, and Gary's a kind soul. Goodbye for now, Isabel. Okay, still don't have the sheet music. Let's see. Oh, hold on. No, it's just a chair. Why are you sleeping here, child? I sleep wherever I can find a space not being used, your lordship, hopefully by the embers of a fire to keep out the chill a little. Let's see. Do you know anything of your own family, your parents? As you can see, your lordship, I am a half-caste. I am led to believe that my father was an English nobleman and my mother an African slave woman. I do not know anything beyond this. Okay. No time to practice my potting and caromming skills? Is that what they call billiard skills? Jeez. Bulky oil lamp. Can I... Hold on. No, not that. What are my matches? Hey! The matches disappear as soon as I try to click on that. That's bullshit. It's like it knew. That's messed up, man. Yes, you do need to magnify that. They're nude statues. We gotta look at them closer. We have to examine them. Can I look at this closer? Really? There's definitely runes on there. Hmm. Still won't let me push the wagon out of the way. Can I use this? Nope. Okay, fine. Nope, nothing there. Nothing in there that could be useful to me, he says. Damn it, he don't want to look at anything closer. Yeah, he literally does not want to look at anything. No, of course not. Why would I need to look at the fucking thing that might take a key? Okay, so now what the hell do I do? Okay, can't talk to her. Oh, what's her name's gone? Oh, right, because we saw her sleeping, I think. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here I can take or look at, though, so I guess it doesn't matter. She isn't moved yet. Why not? I don't see what the big deal is about setting stuff on fire randomly. He's still not back. I spoke with all them. Alright, I guess I'm going up to this floor. They won't let me go in there. I can go in here. There's no handle to crank. Can't get enough purchase to turn the gears around with the nail file. What about with the screwdriver? No reason to tinker with it yet. What? Why not? I tried to say tinkle, that's funny. No reason to tinkle with it. Medals. Highly decorated officer. Died in 1857. Okay. So there's nothing else I can do with that, I'm guessing? Have you noticed my ability to leave has disappeared? Whoops. FMLTRLTM. There's also a drawing of a left hand facing down. Do the letters correspond to digits? I think I've learned everything I can. I should... Alright, hold on. So what? FM... Hold on, let me write these down. FMLTR... LTM... And a left hand facing down. Left hand facing down. So I wonder what that means. FMLTR LTM. Let's see, D, E, F. So F is 6. I don't think this number is going to mean anything, though. D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. M is 13. L is 12. M is 13. M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T is 20. 18 for R. L again is 12. T again is 20. And M again is 13. That's such a long sequence of numbers. I don't think that's it. Jesus. Let's see what happens when I randomly put them in again. Okay, so now I'm supposed to have the code for that. So, somehow that's the code for that, I think? But I have no idea how, because it doesn't... There's only 5 buttons, and there's 8 of these. I have no idea. I have no idea what to do with this. Shit. There's a lot of repeated ones. FMLTR, So FMLTR is fine, but then LTM are repeated. So if we think of these... GHNJKL, PQRST. How... What if the buttons correspond to FMLTR, but what if they're in alphabetical order? So it'd be GHNJKL. So the first one would actually be 1, right? And then EFGHIJKLM. So then 2 would be the third one, 3 would be the second one, 4 would be the fifth one, and 5 would be the fourth one. So 1, 3, 2, 5, 4 might be the buttons I would have to hit. And then L again is 2. So then I'd have to hit 2 again, and then T is 5, and M is 3. So let's try that. 1, 3, 2, 5, 4, 2, 5, 3. 1, 3, 2, 5, 4, 2, 5, 3. Damn it! That's not it. I have no idea then. I'll have to maybe look something up about this. Shit. I don't know what to do with it. And what's her name's disappeared. I don't see her anywhere. The water's cold. It says nothing's heating it up. Light that damn thing. Yes, you do, apparently. You keep saying you can push the runes, but nothing happens. Shit, I have no idea what to do now. Apparently I'm supposed to know that code, but I don't know it. To me, the code I said made sense, because FMLTR, right? So you go in order, A, B, C, D, E. F is the first one you come to, and it's the first letter in the sequence, so 1 to 1. L is the second letter in the sequence. Well, you know, out of F, M, L, T, and R, L would be the second letter you run across. And it's in the third position in this puzzle. So you would hit that second. But you would hit button 3 second. So then M, which is the second in this sequence, and also which is the second button, but is the third in the sequence, you would hit third. So it's button 1, button 3, button 2. Then T and R are backwards from where they should be in their respective sequences. So button 5, which is R, you're going to hit that fourth. And then button 4, which is T, you're going to hit that fifth. So to me, that made sense. And then LTM, I just hit them in their respective buttons again, 2, 5, and 3. Or order, rather. L is actually the third button. So I wonder... Alright, let's go back up. I'll look at it again. So if I go 1, 3, 2, 5, 4, but then 3, 4, 2. Let's try 3, 4, 2 instead of 2, 5, 3 at the end. 3, 4, 2. Oh, come on. It has to be one of those. Alright, I'm alt-tabbing out. I'm going to look at the discussion board for this on Steam and see if anybody else has figured this shit out. Because this is ridiculous. Let's see. Let's see here. Alright, so it does have a solution, but this makes no sense to me. Here, I'll tell you the solution as soon as I write it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is their solution. 4, 3, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 3. Now, how does that make any kind of sense? That doesn't even go anywhere near the sequence that I would have put in. How is it that? I don't understand how that's the solution. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. Some are highlighted. Okay. So we're going to have to figure this rune thing out. So, okay. What do you mean? Use the book. Oh, shit. Okay, it's not going to tell me what they mean while I'm looking at it. I want to look at it. R to read. Alright, hold on. I don't know what code we need to put in, though. Alright, hold on. I'm just writing them down and we'll try to figure it out based off that. Whoops. I did a wrong thing there. Alright. 5. Okay. Now let me look at the book one more time. Whoa, hey now. I wasn't done with that. No! Okay, so... what could it be? Let's see. Oh! Okay, I got one we can try. Okay, this word might work. Let's see. Oh shit, I gotta use the book again. Alright, so this is... O... P... E... N. A secret compartment has opened, revealing an iron key. I've taken it. I've taken the opportunity to return the book to where I found it. I don't want to carry it around needlessly. So now we have an iron key. What needed a key? I don't remember. It was up here, right? Key fits into the lock in the hollow and a secret door opens. The cave inside's very dark. I'll need a lamp and the means to light it. Okay, so now we gotta go into the house and find the lamp. Okay, it still won't let me take that. What about... where was that other one? This one. I better take it. It's unlit. I have matches, so I hope that'll work. No, 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 no. I may now enter the cave. You just said I had the means to light it. What do you mean? Oh, hold on. Just go in. I do recognize the smell. It's the smell of death. What's that moving over there? Coming out of a daze, I stand just inside the doorway to the secret cave with shaking hands. I light the oil lamp. I look around me in horror. What I see is every bit as unsettling as the vision I just had, but this time it is undeniably, terrifyingly real. I must get away. Alright, well, he's gone. You said something about secrets. This house harbors a hidden chapel, which I believe contains a special Bible, a priceless heirloom of my family. Do you want me to try and find the heirloom? I'd be most grateful. There's a lever inside the vase at the end of the second floor. If you pull it, a hidden panel will slide back, opening up a crawlway which leads into the chapel. I'm certain the Bible's in there somewhere. Presumably you've looked in the chapel. Why are you so certain the heirloom is in this chapel? My father told me, but he had died before he revealed me the secret of how to find it. I'm sure no one else knows about this chapel, so it must still be in there. Do you have any ideas about how to find the heirloom? I do remember hearing him recite Revelation 6:1-8. Whatever, who cares? Revelation 6:1-8. On several occasions. Something about horsemen and disasters, which I couldn't understand. Maybe that had something to do with it. I say you're a lot smarter than you lead people to believe, I think. I put it down to my simple diet. Vegetables and water only. Like Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, whatever, in ancient Babylon. Bunch of made-up people no one cares about. People are less guarded around simple folk, so it can pay to appear more foolish in their eyes. Alright, so I gotta go up to the second floor and go to the vase. Oh, maybe it was the third floor. Wait, what was that? It looks to me like this was once a priest hole, but it's been expanded quite a bit. Priest hole. Catholics were persecuted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, so great homes and mansions owned by Catholics often had these hiding places for when their places were searched. I don't recall ever seeing one converted like this. The room itself is a conflict of styles, too, with Spartan furnishings more akin to Puritan ideals, but the statue and stained glass window are extravagant given the location. There's a thick layer of dust on everything. I doubt it's been used for many years, maybe even over a century. Century! A single pew! Pew, pew, pew! Clearly hasn't been cared for. Crumbling image of an angel, not made to be visible from the outside. Jesus in the form of Michael the Archangel. 7 candles, but there's only one in place. The design reminds me of a spider. The pulpit. Can't remove the back panel with my bare hands. Need to remove the screws first. King James Bible, not very old and in plain sight. 618. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. And when he had opened the 3rd seal, I heard the 3rd beast say, Come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and power was given unto them over the 4th part of the earth to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. Oops. Screwdriver. Too large to fit the screws. Reveal a most unusual safe. Instead of a dial which can be turned, there are 8 icons, 4 horses of different colors, and 4 disparate items. They can be pushed down. 4 buttons with the drawing of a horse, and in total there are 8. Yeah, so it's like the horse and whatever goes with the horse, I'm imagining. Oh, God. You seriously have me fucking trying to memorize stupid Bible verses? Jesus Christ, man. Fuck you. I'm just gonna look the solution up, because I'm not fucking doing that. The less I need to know about the goddamn Bible, the better. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, somebody does have the answer. So it's this one, this one, this one, this one. 3587124. Okay, I can do that. Alright, let's see. 3, 5, 8, 7, 1, 2, 6, 4. A complete Gutenberg Bible. They're immensely rare and must be worth a fortune. This has to be the heirloom Gary was talking about. I will take it to him. Nothing else? Okay. Here it is. I found your heirloom. Oh, I can't believe it. You actually did it. Thank you so much. This will set me up for life if I can find a buyer. As a token of thanks, please... As a token of thanks, I think it's supposed to say, please take this key. Glad I could help. This key you just gave me, what is it for? It's the key to the 3rd bedroom, next to Charlotte's room. I like to keep clear of the grand lords and ladies of this house. Whatever they may say, they don't like me at all. What could I want with this key? There's a secret room underneath it. I've been in it once when I was a young child. I can't even remember who took me there, but I'll never forget what was in it. So what was in it? Amazing treasures from the Caribbean. Pirate treasures, I think. An oyster with a real pearl, bones made into a necklace, and most amazingly, a skull made of crystal. How do I get into this secret room? Alas, that I cannot tell you. I never knew the secret. There may be someone in the mansion who knows, or perhaps you'll have to work it out for yourself. Great treasures await if you do. Alright. So I gotta search this room, and... Which room was it? It's neither of these, right? I've been in that one. I've been in that one. Is it that time already? I say, please don't tell his lordship that I was half-rats again. Don't worry, my good man, your secret's safe with me. I am much obliged to you. Think nothing of it. Okay, we don't need to talk to him, apparently. Okay. Not much here. Alright. I don't need it here. So it's none of those, I don't think. Hear a commotion nearby. Standing outside the third bedroom is Edith, gesticulating frantically with Charles, Charlotte, and Alfred trying in vain to calm her down. Come downstairs, mother. I will play some music to calm you down. No, no, I won't go anywhere. Leave me alone. Unhand me. It's no good. We can't move her in this state. I need to get into that bedroom. Maybe I can find something that will calm Edith down and they will move on. Charlotte's words indicate that music may soothe her. Yeah, but I don't have a fucking piano sheet music or whatever. So what the hell am I going to do about that? I will take this to Lady Dennison. I give the music box to Lady Dennison, and it does calm her down, although the family doesn't appear terribly grateful, and Charles gives me a very odd look. They all retire back to their respective bedrooms. That is not the room I thought it was. As I step into the room, Lady Edith addresses me. Not just anybody can converse with me. To unlock my speech, the French maid knows the key. Now please take leave. Okay. Wait, I thought one of these bedrooms was locked. Can you tell me a bit about yourself? I moved into this mansion a few years after my husband died. I have exceptionally good eyesight, I love music and new experiences, that is all. I hear you play the piano. Oh yes, I love to play. Sadly, I've lost the sheet music I play along with Isabel on the harp. Poor thing, she suffered terribly when her children died, but she finds peace in the music. It's all in the fingers, you know. It's all in the fingers? Fingers are amazing things, don't you think? The digits on your hand can cause such pleasure or such pain. Fingers, little, middle, ring, or four, and thumb together make music I adore. You were once married to Colonel Arthur Fitzpatrick? Ah, the life of an army wife, married young to a dashing young officer, widowed young to a hero of the realm I barely knew because he was always away fighting for his country. How long ago was that? Oh, I don't know. The years flow by like an unbridled river. My memory fails me at times. It was long ago, anyway. Okay, I have no questions for her. No questions for him. There's nothing in here. Where the hell do I go from here? Oh, wait. Wait. I just realized. Hold on. This is it. Okay. What are you doing here, fellow? Away with you, lurking outside locked doors. Your behavior is most suspicious. Pardon me, sir. I didn't mean to upset you. What am I supposed to do now? Oh, come on. Hello, Francesca. Lady Edith will not speak to me and said something about the maid knowing how to unlock her speech. I assume she meant you. Please, sir, keep away from that woman. Nothing good can come from a conversation with her. Then you will not tell me what the key is? For your own sake, no, I shall not. Well, what the hell do I do now, then? Wait, what? I don't have a good enough reason to try something as risky as diving in the lake. Why not? Wait. I don't get it. Why don't I have a good enough reason to go in there? I think that fish you gave me was off. I had the strangest vision since eating it of a ghoulish-looking face the minute I was about to enter a cave. Goodness me, no, your lordship. It was fresh, only caught yesterday afternoon. Was anything else off? No, your lordship. It was leftovers, but only from dinner, which was very late last night. Has anyone else had strange turns after eating the fish from the lake? Possibly. There's often talk of seeing things that aren't there. I've never had it, nor Franny or Gary that I know of. Does everyone eat the fish? Not me, your lordship. Can't stand the taste. Franny doesn't like it either, and Gary is allergic. So everyone who's eaten the fish has had hallucinations. I couldn't say for absolute certain, but it does seem that way, your lordship. Interesting. Okay. Is the girl in this locket Maisie? Let me look. Yes, it is. This is Maisie. I dread to ask where you found it. I'm afraid I found it in a cave along with many bodies. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but it is as I have long feared. May I keep the locket? When I get out of this place, will you come with me and bear witness to what you know? I will, sir. Thank you so much for giving me closure about Maisie. Knowing she is dead is terrible, but suspecting without knowing was worse. I'll have to ask you again for Lady Edith's key. After the good you have done to me, I will against my better judgment. It's some kind of strange defense mechanism she has. Unless someone says the correct rhyme, she simply won't speak to them at all. What is the rhyme I need to say? Although I have come to you as a stranger, I wish to confirm that I pose no danger. Alright. Stranger danger. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget it. Stranger danger. I realize I just wrote stranger danger on a piece of paper. People with fish from the lakes may see things. I really need to see what's down there. Time to dive in. Shimmering glow emerges from the crack. Substance from the barrel is interacting with the water and creating a bright luminescence. It looks dangerous. Document wallet. Let's see. Achievement unlocked. Diabolical plans. Is that all I need here? Yeah, I guess so. They speak of an experimental chemical said to induce various psychotropic and hallucinogenic results in the vast number of test subjects. Those tested were all convicts and were disposed of afterwards. The documents suggest that the plan was to expose the water sources of the primary cities of the American rebels with this substance, with the aim of letting them destroy themselves before reclaiming it for Great Britain. Somehow this shipment got sidetracked here, probably on the way to Liverpool docks. Clearly whoever was behind this planned on creating havoc and panic across a whole country. I'll report this to the authorities when I get home. Interesting. I've found evidence something in the lake water is affecting people's minds. I think it gets into the fish, so anyone eating them gets affected. Ha! Who'd have thought my fish allergy'd actually come in handy? Look, I'm planning on getting out of here anyway. We'll try to join you after you find your folks. Okay, found something in the water. That would explain many things. I'm thankful I do not eat fish myself, although seeing the increasing madness through sane eyes without the power to take action was terrible in itself. That dude's not in there. We talked to him. I have evidence something in the lake is contaminated. Nothing would surprise me. This place is cursed. You really think it's cursed? Since I moved here, both of my children died. That is enough for me to view it as cursed. Yet there is something here of value. What do you mean? Sir, I feel you have earned my trust. You both recovered my poetry book and trusted me with the information in these documents. I would like to enlist your help in finding the Book of Secrets. Book of Secrets? What's that? My ancestor kept a diary of his experiences in the New World, where he had what he described as a spiritual awakening. He called it the Book of Secrets. So what's the problem? I have never been able to open it. I do not trust anyone except maybe Franny, but she's always so busy. Please, sir, I beg you, I feel Lady Edith may know something about it, but she talks in riddles, and frankly, she scares me. Why do you not just chop the chest open with an axe? I fear that by doing so I may damage the precious book inside. What makes you think Lady Dennison knows how to open the chest containing your ancestor's book? She says strange things sometimes. Well, all the time, really, but sometimes she talks of a French pirate, and I wonder if she's talking about my ancestor. It could be just nonsense. How do I get into this secret room? There are 2 small buttons inside the drawer in the dresser to the right of the mirror. Press both buttons 3 times in quick succession, and a trap door will open next to the left side of the bed. Interesting. I found evidence the lake has a dangerous substance. Oh my goodness, really? That would explain so much strange behavior. The family have this strange persecution syndrome. They're, always convinced that they have enemies everywhere. Make sure they agree to help get Molly out of this place. Okay. Alright, now... do I go to the bedroom now? The door is locked. Do I have a key to that one? No. Let's see. I don't even know which bedroom she told me to go to, so I'll just go explore them all. It's not this one. Contaminant in the lake. Really? How terrible. Oh. Oh, what is it? A moment of terrible clarity has come upon me. I must show you something. Come with me. I feel I must tell you this while my mind is clear. My sorrow so often overwhelms me, and if what you say about the water in the lake is true, my mind is muddled by that as well. I have always felt the children's disappearance may have been caused by Charles. I hid this bottle here in the children's bedroom where nobody would ever find it. Here, take it. A bottle of arsenic? How dreadful! How can you be sure who used it? Charles was a strict man, but not cruel, so I am told. I did not work for them at that time, but after moving here he changed and got angry very quickly. The water being contaminated would perhaps explain this. He got so angry at little Jonathan and Arthur they became scared of him. Then I found this bottle. Please try to stay calm, Penelope. Try to stay in control. You're right, sir. I must remain strong or I'll lose my mind. What would you have me do with this bottle? I thought perhaps it could be used as evidence. I don't really know. I'll see what I can do. Knitted doll. Okay. Oh, so that was the locked room on the first floor. Well, there's nothing here, at least not that I can see. Sheet music on the other side. Interesting. Okay, so I got some sheet music. Fascinating. We do not drink water from the lake, but you do eat the fish. True, but in my case the whiskey protects my gastric organs. Well, he's not too worried about it. Sir, do you recognize this? What is this nonsense? A bottle of arsenic. Do you recognize it? No, I mean, why should I? Still, it's not the sort of thing you should be carrying around. Far too dangerous. Let me take it from you and dispose of it. Charles returns to his bedroom, having taken the bottle of poison. Vase, oak bedside cabinet. It's locked. Okay. Small box. Small trinkets, nothing useful. Okay. Alright. I click on everything twice just to make sure that, you know. Look around in amazement. All sorts of treasures, artifacts. Let's see. Exotic spices. Grog. Skull. For any artifacts, should I do something about this when I get out of here? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Alright. The chest, strange locking mechanism. Letters rearranged into a word. 17 characters long. Interesting. So we have to actually know it first before we can do anything with it. Something poisons the lake and the fish. Oh, good heavens, my dear fellow, you have such fanciful ideas. You didn't even look at the documents. When you get to my age, young man, you'll find that you can quickly discern between fact and fiction, which that document clearly is. Yeah, okay, I actually saw the stuff, but alright, you believe whatever you want. I've learned your verse, Lady Edith. Although I've come to you as a stranger, I wish to confirm that I pose no danger. I feel I can trust you since you know this verse, so please go ahead if you wish to converse. I'm sorry I startled you. Don't worry, my dear, that is really okay. Far too easily startled I am today. Is there anything you can tell me about your female servants? 2 young maids we have, just like sisters they are. A nurse we have too, but her mind wanders far. Is there anything you can tell me about your male servants? The butler will probably drink till he's dead. Our footman has nothing but air in his head. How are you enjoying the music box? The tune makes me think of a land far away, a melody sweet to my soul it does play. What can you tell me about your husband? Lord Alfred is indeed the love of my life. Truly blessed I am that I became his wife. Do you get on okay with Charles and Isabel? Charles showed poor judgment when he fell for a French, but he did far worse when he married the wench. You don't approve of Charles marrying a Frenchwoman? She's not of pure blood, and so cannot be trusted, if only my son had not for her lusted. What do you mean about Isabel not being of pure blood? Though her appearance and charms are not shoddy, the blood of a pirate runs through her body. She has an ancestor who was a pirate? Under a rock by the shimmering lagoon, the French pirate's code can be seen at full moon. French pirate's code. When the full moon is high in the midnight sky, a rock by our lakeside will tell you no lie. Sounds like I should remember that. Have you seen a woman and 2 children lost in the woods or in the mansion tonight? A wife and 2 children. Seen them I have not. Here in the wilds we don't see strangers a lot. Do you remember an accident that led to a fire in the stables? Angry shouting, lamp knocked over, oil went splash. The horses in stables went up in a flash. Did you dislike the ostler for some reason? Jason held many views above his station. He thought not too highly of our great nation. Was there a police investigation? Away from most civilization we are, detectives seldom want to venture so far. The lake contains some sort of substance that's affecting people's behavior. The waters of our lake are beautifully pure. If you'd lived here for years, you too would be sure. I have evidence. Though impressive words this document contains, I believe not your claims of addling our brains. Interesting. Whom do I have the pleasure of making the acquaintance of? I am Alfred Dennison, lord of this mansion. The Dennisons have a proud heritage going back centuries. Have you lived here all your life? Indeed I have. Born and raised here, trained to handle the estate and all financial matters. It has been a good life. I'm sorry I upset your wife. Is she okay? Thank you, my good man. She is fine now. She gets the jitters very easily, I'm afraid, especially when the moon is full in the sky. Her mother was the same. Would you say your staff are reliable? The few we have left are a decent enough lot for servants. One can't expect them to understand the subtleties of life. They rarely let me down in a way that causes tangible loss. Have you noticed any strange behavior by anyone in the house? My good fellow, there's nothing but strange behavior here. My dear wife is the only one officially labeled with a mental disease, but she's far from the only one with addled senses. Could you elaborate on the strange behavior you witnessed? I simply don't have the time. Have you seen any strangers around here tonight? A woman, a boy, and a girl. Apart from yourself, I have seen no strangers this night. There's a reason to believe the fish contains a dangerous substance. What poppycock! I've never heard such an outrageous accusation. I'm not making things up, I'm trying to help. There's nothing wrong with the Lakewater fellow. It's been perfectly fine for centuries. I have these documents. Bah! These are merely the ramblings of a malcontent, nothing to take seriously. Alright, so what all do I have now? I've got a crumpled sheet of music, so I need to go to the music room, wherever the hell that is. I found the sheet music. I can play the piano a little. Would you like to accompany me on the harp? Thank you. I'll let you know when I feel ready to play it again. Okay. Now is not the time to play my music. Alright, should I go look at the rock? Rock by the lake. I should inspect it. Pushing the rock slightly, a plate with a jumble of letters is revealed. The moonlight highlights specific letters. I can make out two names written as one. Marguerite Crystal. Okay, so that's probably the 17 letters or whatever that I need. Marguerite Crystal. I shall commit them to memory. Alright, where did I need that at? There was a secret room somewhere. It was not here. Might have been upstairs. Yeah. Chest opens. I find a diary, or... what happened? Book of Secrets inside the chest. I should take it to Isabel. Shit, which one's Isabel? Is it this one? That's not her. That's not her. I don't remember which one is Isabel. I have managed to open the chest and get the diary. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know how I can ever repay you. I wish I could help you find your family. Samuel, wait a minute. I've made up my mind. I'm so grateful for all you have done for me. I'm ready to play the duet again, but this time, not to soothe my fragile nerves, but to rejoice. Will you accompany me? I hope it's not too difficult. I have to admit I have not played the piano for some time. Fear not. It is a simple ditty. My skills as a harpist are not immaculate. Here is the music for the piano section. Thank you. Should I leave it go? Uh-oh. What was that? What was what? I heard a noise from the east, I think. It sounded like a heavy stone object moving. I heard nothing, I'm afraid. The music has an extraordinarily calming effect on me. I'll investigate. Stay here in case there's any danger. Danger? Why on earth would there be any danger? Just stay here. A secret door is opened at the back of one of the pillars. Whether or not the music has activated the door's mechanism, I can't tell. There's a ladder leading down. I should explore. In the dim light, I just about make out a ladder leading down. Even in my haste, I make sure to descend the ladder slowly. While my eyes are still adjusting to the low light level, I notice a thick smell of bleach amid the odor of mold. I wonder what they are having to clean to use so much of a cleaning chemical. A torch flickers, but my eyes are still adjusting. I can see bars and chains. In one corner of the room, I can see what appears to be an Iron Maiden. Put them in the Iron Maiden. Excellent. And then I see my family. My darling wife and children are caged like zoo animals. After an emotional reunion, despite the bars that separate us, the children's faces begin to transition from terror to hope, and Steph, despite being in obvious pain, puts on a brave face. "Oh, Samuel, you've found us. I knew you wouldn't give up." "I will only be happy when I get you out of here. What happened?" "We got lost, and a woman told us she would help us. She gave us something to eat and drink, which must have been drugged, because the next thing I know, we are trapped here." "That must have been Charlotte. Whatever her name was, she had us duped. Then more people came." "More people?" "Yes, there were... Oh, no." "What is it?" They're up there." "Ah, I see you managed to find your family." "You should never have come here. Now that you have, we can't allow you to leave." "I don't know what you mean, but I can assure you we'll never mention you to anyone." "We have seen the visions. I know in the world outside people are jealous of the Dennison heritage, seek to take our home from us, make it their own. Only Isabel is innocent. She lives in limbo in this mansion. I had just been swimming in the lake when I saw your wife and children, and straight away I knew. They were agents of our enemies, spies. There's something in the water affecting your minds. You must believe me. I didn't want to believe you a spy, but the more you protest, the more I am certain of it. We mean you no harm. We did not even know you live here." "Speak no more, for you have been judged, and upon this matter we will not be budged." The secret door is slammed. Sophie. "Daddy, you are going to get us out of this horrible place, aren't you?" "Yes, Sophie, I will get you out of here." "If anyone can do it, our father can." "I appreciate the vote of confidence, son. Now let me take a look around and see what I can do here." Alright, we took the whip. Hold on. I don't know what to do here. Spider. Alright, hold on. What? Now I have to find a way out of this place. Investigate the contraption first. I did that. When the last one's pushed in, the Iron Maiden slides to the side, revealing a passageway. Oh, I tell my family to follow me closely, with Steph and I holding their hands tightly. I tell them to close their eyes and hold their noses. I have a horrible feeling that I know where this passage leads to. As I suspect, the passage hidden by the Iron Maiden leads into the cave. William and Sophie keep their eyes shut tight as I instructed them to. Steph doesn't comment on what she sees. After all, she had been through it. Isn't that much of a surprise? Finally, we get out of that terrible place and into the fresh air and try to decide which direction to head in. Who's there? Oh, thank goodness you escaped. We didn't know where you'd gone, your lordship, and we decided to get out and as far away from here as possible. Contact the police and get them to search for you. Oh, it's you! What a relief! I thought the family had escaped and were going to wreak their revenge on us. Escaped? Yes, I caught sight of them coming out of the pool house. Not sure what they were doing in there, but I followed them. They all went into the dining room and I locked the door on them. I see. Another key they didn't know you had, I presume. Yes, I have quite a collection, in fact, and I scarpered. It was always my intention to leave the mansion at the earliest rational moment once I'd found my heirloom. Or as it turned out, once you had found it. I assume you're as eager to get out of here as I am. If you come with me, I can lead you to the nearest town. It's quite a trek, but I have a map and a compass. Stick with me and you'll get there, okay? We would be most obliged. Is Francesca not with you? Yes, we wouldn't leave without Franny. I'm here, sir. Those of us unaffected by the madness joined forces to escape. I only wish we could have been of more help to you and your family, but you seem to, well, disappear. We couldn't find you anywhere. It's a long story. Let's get away from this place. Avert your eyes, children. Gary, did we really have to come this way? Sorry, I should have mentioned that I intended to give Paul a proper burial. It's the very least he deserves. So here you all are. Isabel, did you decide to come with us? May I ask what you're doing with Colonel Fitzpatrick Zenfield? The rifle owned by Lady Charlotte's late husband. Good idea, we might need protection. Oh, my dear, sweet, innocent girl, you're too naive. I shall almost rue sending you back to your maker. My dear woman, I know you're consumed with grief about your children, but grief! You think it's grief that I feel most? No, it's anger, intense anger and hate. Yet more French blood spilled at the hands of the English. Even worse, it was their own father. I should never have married him. I have known for years what the family was doing, but pretended to be so wrapped up in my grief that I had no idea what was going on. My scheme worked, too. One after another was killed. I was satisfied that the blood debt was being paid. How? How could you? You should understand more than anyone how many French lives have been lost in wars to the English. What is happening here is merely a different kind of war. I view myself more English than French. I was only 5 when my parents moved over here, and after 5 more they were dead. Ungrateful girl, who was it that saved you from a life on the streets? If you are more English than French, then I mourn not your demise. Oh, don't shoot her! A musket shot went off.
Isabel fired the shot. Molly pushed Francesca away and took the bullet herself. Before anyone could react, Penelope appeared, took the spade we'd been about to use to dig Paul's grave, and swung it at Isabel's head. I suspect Penelope had decided that Isabel was to blame for what happened to the children, either directly or indirectly, but we never found out for sure. From that point onwards, Penelope refused to speak. Under the circumstances, she was not sent to prison, but rather to an asylum. I have heard these establishments are starting to become places of healing rather than torment. For Isabel's sake, I hope so. Molly was severely injured, but eventually made a full recovery. Francesca never left her side. They were as inseparable as twin sisters. Gary disappeared almost as soon as we reached civilization, but reappeared shortly afterwards, a considerably wealthy man. To everyone's surprise, Gary and Francesca married shortly after Molly had recovered, with Molly as the maid of honor. I was both astonished and honored when Gary wrote to me asking me to be his best man, but he said that finding his heirloom had changed his entire life, so he could think of no better man for the job. When the police turned up at the mansion, Giles answered as if nothing had happened. After the authorities had no more questions for him, he simply vanished and was never heard of again. I suspect he made his way back to Scotland and found a job with a family there, or perhaps as a taster at a whiskey distillery. Despite everything, the Dennison family could still afford the best lawyers in the land, but even they couldn't stop the remainder of the family from being committed to a lunatic asylum. Although they had committed such atrocities, I felt some sympathy for them, as the corruption that had entered into them was not of their own making. Isabel, once her head injury from Penelope's attack had healed, joined them. As for the lake, it was said that military and government officials have been swarming around it ever since. I sincerely hope that this is to make the area completely safe, and not to obtain the substance in those barrels for some nefarious purpose. Despite the terror they endured, William and Sophie grew up to be fine young people, and our friends often commented that they were a credit to Steph and myself. All of us sometimes have bad dreams, but at least you can wake up from those.
Based on the decisions I made, my life was affected in different ways. Scientists at the Royal Botanical Gardens at Kew study the purple shrub I brought back from the lakeside and find trace elements of the substance from the lake. Extra precautions are taken by the officials at the lake. When I send the Samuel Pepys diary page to the South Kensington Museum, I indicate that if a small recompense is available, I would like to receive it. A small payment is sent and my reputation is largely unaffected. I give the letter from Lord Denison's study as evidence, and the family fail to notice that the letter in the study is my copy until it is too late for their defense lawyers to take any action. An investigation is launched which uncovers that the police chief has accepted bribes from multiple sources. The police chief and several accomplices are imprisoned, and I become a national hero. I inform the Mexican embassy about the crystal skull found in a secret room of the mansion. They are most grateful, but their legal battle to get the artifact back drags for decades. I tell my children the whole truth about their horrible ordeal, but I wait until they are a little older. They appreciate my candor, but also giving them extra time to gain the maturity needed to process this information. There were a total of 5 decision moments throughout the game. Have you come upon them all? How many was that? Was that 4 or 5? I don't know if I got all 5. Benjamin Sokol, beta tester. Why does that name sound familiar? That name sounds really familiar. I feel like that's somebody I follow on Twitter or something. That's like a really familiar name to me. I know that from somewhere. Maybe I'm just thinking of somebody else named Sokol. I don't know. This game was kickstarted? I didn't even know that. There's a lot of Kickstarters here. Man, I need to make a point-and-click game. Complete breakdown, read the sound credits. Game Maker Studio 2. Nice. Alright, cool. Well, I really enjoyed that. Even though, you know, I suck at doing any kind of accents or voices. I still really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. I liked that a lot. So that's The Corruption Within. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, tell that like button you want to smash. And don't forget to subscribe. You stay you, I'll stay me. Drugi forever. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Oh, and also, I unlocked all 10 achievements in this video. So if you want all 10, just follow everything I did. Later.